There is no doubt that YouTube has become one of the largest entertainment platforms in the industry. This has led to thousands of people becoming incredibly famous, and with great fame comes great great wealth. Many YouTubers make millions of dollars per year documenting their day-to-day lives. Some of these stars have spent their millions on some rather extravagant items. Today we will be taking a look at 8 of the most expensive YouTuber purchases ever. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button and the notification bell for good luck. Number 8. MrBeast. Anyone who is a fan of MrBeast or has seen any of his videos knows that he has a very expensive taste. Most of his expensive investments are solely for entertainment purposes, but we cannot ignore the fact that MrBeast has managed to spend over $100,000 on his recent food videos. MrBeast took several of his friends out to test some of the local area's most expensive foods. They began their adventure with a $1 pizza and a few $2 hot dogs, but they quickly stepped up their game. They soon found $64 golden chicken wings and a $100 milkshake. If that wasn't enough, they also purchased a $250 grilled cheese sandwich, though this still did not satisfy his desires. He called in the help of David Dobrik, Natalie Noel, and Jason Nash to help out with eating a $1,000 sundae and a $2,000 steak. It was at this point that David Dobrik famously shouted, "It's like slicing into a baby." They continued their outing with a $3,000 cut of pork and a $4,000 steak. Then they moved on to $5,000 tacos that have been covered in caviar and squid ink. These tacos could not have tasted great, with MrBeast saying, "I feel like the more expensive food gets, the more it just throws flavor explosions at you." So far, up to this point, the takeaway to this video is more expensive food doesn't taste better. MrBeast soon made his way to the grand finale, a $70,000 pizza that contained over an ounce of pure gold. This pizza was topped with 1-year-old cheese, Japanese imported beef, and cooked with a $6,000 bottle of apple juice. It was then topped with $4,000 of truffle shavings and $16,000 worth of albino caviar. While MrBeast did not anticipate that the pizza would taste very good, he was pleasantly surprised that it was quite delicious.
Oh my god.
This is incredible.
Yo, this is really good. No, like I'm not like straight up, I really like it.
Oh yeah, that cheese is insane.
So yes, in the end, MrBeast spent over $100,000 for a single outing with several of his friends. Most of us likely fail to spend that much money on food in an entire decade, but MrBeast managed to do it in less than a week. Number 7. Jake Paul. Jake Paul may be old news by now, but he is still making a name for himself with his efforts with Team 10. Everyone knows that Jake has invested millions into the Team 10 house and brand, but most people are unaware that Jake's home is far superior to the home that he purchased for the Team 10 videos. He still lives in LA, but his house is located out in the California desert so that he can perform more risky stunts without potentially angering his neighbors or getting into trouble with the law. It's unclear how much land Jake owns, but his home is 2 stories and has countless rooms. A 4-car garage gives Jake more than enough room for all of his fancy cars and outdoor activities. It's estimated that his home costs somewhere around $5 million, and it seems unlikely that Jake took out a loan to pay for it. I mean, can you imagine having the means to pay for a house like this in cash? Number 6. CAPTAINSPARKLEZ. CAPTAINSPARKLEZ is much more laid back than many of the others on this list. He doesn't make a point to show off all of his new purchases the same way that other vloggers do. He recently purchased a 2016 McLaren 675 LT, though he didn't even mention it to his viewers. It wasn't until he made a vlog inside the car that viewers were dying to know what kind of car it was. After that, he made a video showing off his new car, but he still joked around about it and presented it as being a Toyota Corolla. That's a Toyota I'd love to have. He even put a fake Toyota emblem on the front of the car. It took him a while, but he finally broke down and admitted that he had purchased a McLaren. According to our research, this wasn't a particularly small investment. McLarens are some of the greatest supercars ever built, and this one is no exception. Most of the 675 LT models cost over $300,000 when new, so CAPTAINSPARKLEZ likely had to shell out a pretty penny for this purchase. Number 5. Jelly. Back in 2018, Jelly put out a video where he went over all the details of his brand new car. Several of his viewers were upset that he didn't buy one of his favorite vehicles from GTA 5, but he put their concerns to rest when he revealed that he had purchased a Porsche Panamera Turbo. This is a car that costs a minimum of $153,000, and it seems as though Jelly went to the dealer and bought the car with cash. A base model Panamera Turbo has a track speed of at least 190 miles per hour, reaching 0 to 60 in just 3.6 seconds. With 550 horsepower, these cars are legendary. These cars are usually only purchased by some of the most elite individuals in the world, but Jelly managed to walk into a dealer and drive home with one of his own. While we all may dream of owning a Porsche at some point in our lives, Jelly was able to realize his dream at just the young age of 21. Number 4, Logan Paul. Alright, love him or hate him, Logan Paul is likely going to be around on YouTube for quite some time. He continuously pumps out content for his subscribers and even showcased one of his most expensive purchases. Logan uploaded a video in which he claimed that he had just purchased a $3 million watch. Logan is known for using clickbait and lying in the titles of his videos, and this video, no exception. The watch he purchased was a Rolex, but it was only estimated to cost around $40,000. But that doesn't change the fact that this watch is super expensive. Most of us likely struggle to justify spending $100 for a nice watch, but Logan invested 400 times that. The watch is made out of high quality platinum and even has a gliding second hand to count down the minutes. Rather than using a standard watch battery, it is powered by kinetic energy. It's known as being a presidential series watch, meaning it is one of the top of the line Rolexes on the market. Watches like this depreciate very quickly, so we can't say that it was a particularly smart investment for Logan, but hey, if you have the amount of money needed to spend on a watch like this, more power to you. Number 3, Logan Paul Part 2. We have to mention Logan Paul once again because he is one of the wealthiest stars on YouTube. While most successful creators on YouTube try their best to keep their wealth concealed, Logan is constantly reaching for new heights to show off his substantial income. This has recently come in the form of Logan showing off his mansion. Much like his brother Jake, he purchased a home that is surrounded by absolutely nothing, so that he has no neighbors to complain about his antics. The home is slightly larger than his brother's and costs a fair bit more as well, estimated to be worth around $6.6 million. This is allegedly the most expensive home that any YouTuber has ever purchased. The home has been fitted with a massive pool and hot tub and has all the space that a 20-something-year-old could ever need. He says that he purchased a home to help out with his videos because he can now do virtually anything he wants and has more than enough room to spread out and perform all sorts of ridiculous and dangerous stunts. This is one of Logan's more sensible investments because homes rarely lose value if they are properly maintained. If Logan's riches ever fade away, at least he can rest assured that his home could be sold for a small fortune. Number 2, PRESTONPLAYZ. Much like David Dobrik, Preston, aka PRESTONPLAYZ, is also known for his expensive and extravagant shenanigans. Though what most people don't know is that Preston owns an incredibly nice luxury vehicle. He drives a Jaguar F-Type coupe almost daily. This car is one of the most sought after vehicles in the world and is one of the most popular luxury vehicles currently in production. While it may not hold the same clout as a Lambo or a Ferrari, the Jaguar F-Type is a remarkable car that can easily sell for over $100,000. These cars have up to 575 horsepower from the factory, but still manage to get decent gas mileage.
Is that your car?
Yeah.
What's that thing get, 10 miles to the gallon?
Nah, try like 7.
They come in many different configurations, with the most desirable models are ridiculously expensive. Number 1, David Dobrik. David Dobrik has become one of the most influential YouTubers on the platform. He has become famous for doing all sorts of crazy stunts, but has gained a lot of attention for giving away luxury vehicles to his viewers. At this moment, David Dobrik has gifted at least 20 cars on camera and plans to continue these giveaways in the future. David Dobrik is the founder of the Vlog Squad and currently has about 17 million subscribers. He has partnered with several companies for his giveaways, but much of the money to fund the giveaways come from his own wallet. David doesn't shy away from flaunting his money around on camera, but it is usually for a good reason. Whether he is investing his money in expensive gifts or investing it in video ideas for the sake of entertainment, David always has a few tricks up his sleeve to keep viewers guessing. Overall, it is estimated that David has spent over $1 million on his giveaway videos. Many of the cars that he gives away, though, cost over $100,000 each, so that number might actually be a lot higher. but he is known to have shelled out a minimum of $1 million worth of gifts to fans, family, and friends. What we wouldn't give to be best friends with this guy. Jeez. Thank you for watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next video.